Let's compare grocery shopping in the UK versus the US. If I was in the US right now, I would be in my car most likely, but I hate driving and I don't have a car. I'm walking actually. My friend Michelle is a Brit in the United States and she's going to do shopping for the same items, comparing price, size, quality, I guess anything that seems relevant. So I have my handy dandy backpack. We're on our way to a Tesco Extra because I wanted to have a large variety to show you. Normally, I would probably just shop at whatever place was closest to where I was living, but hello, it's a little dog. The big store from where I am staying is 2 miles. It's good for me. I'm gonna grab a cart, but I need a pound coin. I think I have one, but this is one of these things where you wouldn't need to deal with this in the United States. I'm pretty sure they don't have their carts locked. Here it goes. This particular shop has a clothing section over here, so it reminds me a little bit of a Walmart or something. And then over here you have like things that are just to grab and go. Things like cigarettes, photos. I have a list, so I think I should probably get myself organized and figure this out. I'm shopping for apples as part of this joint shopping venture, and I'm noticing, oh wait, there it is. Sometimes hard to find price tags, but anyway, I have the club card, so I'm gonna grab these. It's good. I happened to find some photographs of nuts from Tesco in 2014. I don't know why I took those photos, but I thought it would be funny to compare pricing. Milk is sold in pints here, but they also have the metric. As it's just me, probably wouldn't even use 2 pints on my own, so I might just buy a small one. It's interesting that the largest they sell is 4 pints. I'll throw up on the screen how much that is in gallons. So all the milk is sold in gallons in the US. Just like the US, you can buy cheese that's already pre-shredded, or you could buy it in the big blocks. So I'm gonna grab some cheddar. It's always a surprise to Brits when they see that cheddar cheese in the US is typically orange due to a natural food dye. And I think Americans are often surprised that the only cheddar cheese in the UK is white. Okay, so I don't want a big one. Guess I'm getting 400 grams. So I don't actually see any smaller ones. By the way, I feel like I need to point out this is not sponsored by Tesco. I'm just shopping. It's quite handy. They have a whole section of everything that's marked down if you have the club card. Does everyone remember the controversy about chicken being washed with a bleach solution in the United States? I'm buying what's marked down. $4.50. And that's plenty for me. We can't do a UK shop without going to the tea aisle. I'm literally just choosing things that are on club card deals. This is what happens when you don't have a job. So if I was buying tea, which I don't need to right now, but I have to say this stuff is really, really tasty. In fact, I could be tempted to get some anyway. The Yorkshire Gold is really nice. I mean, to be honest, I don't hate any of these. I actually quite like the M&S. There's a Marks and Spencer's brand, which is incredibly good. It's also available if you simply want to protect your money family, or if you don't So next is baked beans, and there's a whole display here. Here's what I have so far. What's nice is they have lots of different varieties. You can buy value packs, individual cans. I'm just literally buying one can because I have to carry all this. In fact, I'm gonna try the Tesco brand. They're about 42p, which is nice. I'm gonna be making a Thai yellow curry, but I just saw these and that's fun. It's a can, but the sauce is in there. We wanted to compare loo roll or toilet paper, and I'm mostly familiar with buying them in 9-packs if I have my own house. You have 6 giant rolls, 6 rolls, 6 rolls. There is, however, the 16 family pack option. Ultimate quilts versus complete clean. 29p per 100 versus 34.8 if you don't have the club card. So it's 29p. Nope, that's wild. This one's still more expensive. This is like the Rolls Royce of toilet paper. If you don't like dogs for whatever reason, you have koala bears. Cute. What's the most fun place you've done grocery shopping? If it's a particular store or a particular country, let me know in the comments. Now we're after a dozen eggs. In the States, 12 is the default. You know, the price of eggs has been pretty contentious. These organic eggs, and they're £5.10. Oh, that's only 10. I thought that was 12. That's 10 also. Okay, something strange going on here. I'm confused. Sorry, when did they stop selling eggs by the dozen? I know I've seen 10 in places on the continent, definitely in places like Greece, but no, okay, now I'm a little confused. You can get 12 eggs, so it's the Tesco ones. And they are $3.25 for a 12-pack. So these are the free range. Interestingly, it says brown or white, and these are all brown. Now, in the US, you would only get white typically, unless it's specifically labeled as brown. Yeah, those are all brown. Doesn't make any difference to the taste. Eggs in the UK are sold unrefrigerated because they still have their protective layer. And in the US, they're always refrigerated because they've been industrially washed, which removes that protective layer. 38p each. Customer waiting, thank you. In the States, I'm trying to remember if you can get sizes other than large or maybe extra large. Let's look at these blue eggs. Those are kind of cool. The lighting doesn't really show them up as blue, but they're definitely blue to me. And those are nearly 50p each. We also have bread and classic desserts on the list. Unfortunately, I found out that I've self-confirmed that I have problems with. So before I would have been really happy with something like a brioche or a wholemeal slice. If I was flush, I'd go for something like this, which is a fresher loaf of like multi-grain bread, about £2.50 now. Yeah, these look great. We also have some smaller wholemeal loaves here, and they're definitely a little bit cheaper. In terms of a classic dessert, cake is pretty classic. There's lots and lots of pre-made cakes. But I'm going to have a look in the freezer section because I want to see if there's perhaps something that is a gluten-free that's still classic. I think trifle is a classic dessert. Jam, sponge puddings, chocolate sponge puddings, crumbles. Yeah, lots of options. Probably not entirely gluten-free, but definitely not cake-based. See, this is the problem. I could devour one of these. And I know there's cake in it, but yes, what's the problem? Lots of cheesecake. Tiramisu, more cheesecake. I know we have this phrase, American is apple pie. Well, here's your apple pie. And here's your apple crumble, which is the British. Okay, then we just have lots of things like mousses, creme brulee. These all look great. Apart from cookie dough, that sounds nasty. I need to decide. I'm not choosing this, just to be clear, but I think that's pretty funny that it's American inspired. As is this. Yeah, I've never ever in my life seen a cinnamon swirl cheesecake, but I'm not saying it doesn't exist over there. New York cheesecake. No, I'm looking for a British dessert. Requirements are that it needs to be British. It needs to not have too much wheat in it, which this one is fine. It needs to be really small and light. It's also if it meets my requirements. I'm one person. I won't be devouring an entire cake or anything like that. And it's also a club card price, so there we go. I have some photos of nuts, and let's just compare the prices. So there's pistachios in shell. Pecans. So I've come to the trolley self-service and it's quite good instructions. Step 1, park your trolley here. Scan this way. And step 3, pack your bags. Even when you go to a checkout that's staffed, you still have to do your own packing in the UK and actually all of Europe. I'm actually pretty proud of myself because that's everything and it fits in the bags I brought. And that's the tripod I didn't use because there wasn't enough space. And also I was too awkward and embarrassed. Okay, return the trolley. Just slide that in. Pound coin pops out. I'm pretty way down. I'm gonna find my bus stop now. I found it! Say goodbye to Tesco.